everybody, Joleen Lunzer!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. Happy day 11 of the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard Defecation, Defamation trial. We are going to be talking about it all here tonight. If you are joining us, please smash that like. Let's set a like goal. I have my cat here. Maybe you can see her. Producer Tilly is in the house. She's going to be helping us find the funny. I just dropped the bottle. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. In this crazy Amber Heard Johnny Depp defecation, defamation case. Let's set the like goal for 300. Let's try to hit it during the stream. Mods, please keep me up to date. Thank you for your service. If you want to support the channel, liking this video, great way to do it. You can send a super chat while we're live or a super thanks after the video post. They have that option. Otherwise, you can join my one and only membership here on YouTube. I have Patreon, and also follow me on the socials. Okay, let's get into it. We are in day 11. Court has officially adjourned until Monday when Amber Heard and Johnny Depp will be back. However, their lawyers have to go in Friday and do lawyery stuff. All right. If this is your first time on my channel, I am a stand-up comedian. We find the funny, but not all the facts. We try our best, but mostly we have some fun with this stuff. Okay. So we're going to be talking about everyone that hit the witness stand today. Please let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the chat regarding today's trial. And we're also going to be following up. I think we're going to start with this. And I think you guys want me to start with this because I think it was pretty popular yesterday. All right. Why is that video unavailable? We are going to be talking first about the love. Oh, the video's unavailable. That's weird. Oh, because I'm logged in under a different account. We're going to be talking about first what I picked up on yesterday. Now, you guys heard it here first. You heard it here from me first. We're finding love. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of doo-doo brown, a grumpy, if you will, going on in this case. But there's also some love that is sparking. You know, I still feel this strange toxic connection between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Just me being the watching it, I can kind of pick up on some weird things going on. But those two are not the ones that I think are in love any longer. Okay. I think this is more just they both now want to kind of get back at each other, you know, and they want their own kind of justice. Amber allegedly by crapping his side of the bed, and Johnny Depp by getting this trial put on television by Court TV, even though Amber Heard did not want that to happen because he wanted his truth, which he says is the truth, to come out because he's already lost everything. All right. Okay. Sorry, Producer Tilly. Producer Tilly said she is team catnip, if you're wondering what team Producer Tilly is. Okay. So let me remove my little banner here. Very important. All right. So today I was paying attention, as I do, to sparks that were flying in the courtroom. All right. And some of you commented and said, no, Joleen, there is no love going on. But I beg to differ. We all can have our opinions here, but I see sparks flying. All right. And I like to have fun with this. Shout out to my mom who is in the chat. Shout out to Nana. All right. So we're just going to talk over this video, see what's going on. First sparks that are flying, Elaine and Amber. they were really connecting today. Lots of smiles. Hey, you're wearing black. I'm wearing black. Oh my gosh, we kind of have the same hair color. Do you want to be my daughter? Okay. Or, maybe we could get to know each other. I already have a daughter. Oh, okay. That's cool. We both have daughters. That's huge. Good for you. Are you wearing Spanx? No, me neither. That's Elaine. Elaine's admitting to wearing Spanx. Here, this is the moment that Amber Heard is like, I think she's hitting on me. So something could be happening here. I don't know. They were very cozy. They could be talking about the trial or scissoring. Nobody knows. Nobody really knows. They could be talking about lots of things. One of my favorite couples is Sarah Paulson and that very famous actress. I can't remember her name that she is with, and her so bad. I don't remember her girlfriend. Okay, so Sarah Paulson's girlfriend. We're looking it up. Oh my, Tilly, are you licking me? Thank you for the kisses, but I don't need them right now. So Sarah Paulson's wife. How dare I, Joleen? Put some respect on her name. Okay, so Holland Taylor and Sarah Paulson. So this could be like a Holland Taylor, Sarah Paulson knockoff relationship. I'm just throwing it out there. Again, I don't know what Elaine's story is, who she's with, what's going down. Okay, thank you, Jason. But sparks were flying. They're starting to dress alike. Their hair colors all of a sudden alike. They're, are pretty much the exact same. She's so happy. What could be making Amber Heard this happy in a case she seems to be losing in the court of public opinion? Well, it could be Elaine. Amber allegedly likes very successful people with money. Elaine is successful. She has money. She's got job security. She is fighting for her, paying constant attention to her. So far, she hasn't abandoned her, which we know is a trigger for Amber. So this could be something solid. Look at her lean in. She's like, yes, Amber. Amber's like, wow, you are distinguished. Let me lean in a little more. That's flirting. That is flirting. Okay. So that is my latest love theory regarding this trial is that Holland Taylor and Sarah Paulson have rubbed off a little bit on Amber Heard and her attorney, Elaine. And I think everyone should be on board with that because it's pretty clear they're banging. Okay. So then we go back into Johnny Depp and we take a look at the Deppster. He's coming in. And yesterday we did a whole video. Here, Tilly, I'm going to put you over here for now. Just take a paw off over there. We did a whole video on if we think that Johnny Depp is into one of his attorneys, and his attorney is Camille. Okay. So we're just like, are they, will they, won't they, what's going on? Camille Vasquez is a Johnny Depp attorney. Let me look at Camille's age. Let's see if we can find out any information. So Camille Vasquez, and someone already put and Johnny Depp. So people are already doing my work. I see that my story has gotten out and went viral. Okay. And then I wish you could just Google what's Camille's story, but they don't really have that. So we're just going to put Camille Vasquez, lawyer. Let's put personal life. Okay, maybe we'll pull up like a wiki or something. Okay, we got her biography from the Brown Rudnick, which is the firm that is representing Mr. Depp, Camille M. Vasquez. She's an associate, Orange County. I see you. Maybe she could be on Real Housewives of Orange County. They need new people. She's an associate in the firm's litigation and arbitration practice group. Her current practice focuses on plaintiff side defamation, boring, get to the boyfriends or girlfriends. Defamation suits with additional experience, litigating contract disputes. Okay, they're just giving us this is boring. Okay, she went to Southwestern Law School. She went to USC. She graduated magna cum laude. Johnny should be so lucky. In 2006, she's pretty young then. She was awarded the Best Lawyers in America, one to watch for commercial litigation in 2001, 2002. That's still not juicy enough for me. Let's get into maybe like a wiki thing going on here. Okay, so who is Johnny Depp's attorney? Yes, she is in her 40s. She doesn't look like it. There's no way. She looks way younger than me. Don't you guys think? Actually, you should probably say, no, Joleen, you look so young. You're gorgeous. Oh my God, you guys, stop. Thank you so much. Okay, so she's an American attorney. We already know that. She's in her 40s. It is not known when she celebrates her birthday. That's thank you very much information cradle.com, which is an interesting site to be looking at. She's married. Cock block. Or vag block. However, information regarding who and where her husband is unavailable, that could be a good sign. I mean, no one wants to see the dissolution of a marriage. However, maybe he went somewhere. He left. He's not coming back. Okay. That's what we have. That's pretty much it. Yeah, she's just a lawyer. She's got a husband, but there's not a lot of information about him. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. So I still think there's hope. There's no hope with dope. We learned that in this case, but there might be hope. Look at this. So she's texting. I think she's texting him. Johnny, what are you doing? Johnny, look at me. And he's like, oh, I feel my phone vibrating, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm talking to, old Chewy, his lawyer, Chew. And so we pull away here. And she's, she's getting kind of sweaty. So a little armpit itch there. That always happened to me when I was around attractive guys I might like. Now I have an arrow to a photographer who has been, obviously there's tons of photographers in the courtroom. And this guy is there, right? So he's paying attention. He's taking pictures. He's zooming in. He's like, okay, Johnny's talking to Chewy and Camille. Camille's like, I need some water. Sweating a little bit. Good thing I wore Secret, strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for me and my love. We got the junior associates behind them. It's like the JV team, but they're doing well, but they're very young, fresh out. Okay, so then, there's Johnny. A touch and a touch. Okay, now look, a photographer is not paying attention. He sees it, stands up. He gets a photography boner. It happens again, see? He sees it, and he's like, oh shit, they're touching. I'm going to stand up. It was a long period of time they were touching. Let's watch it one more time. In for the hug. I didn't see him do that with Stephen Chew. I didn't see that happen. So this, and if you noticed, I made sure, okay, and then there's Amber Heard. And she's talking to her current crush of the case. Everyone's got a case crush, but you can tell she's looking over and she's wondering, what is Camille doing? Why is she touching my man, not man? How dare she? Okay. And then Chewy wants to get in on it. He's like, hey guys, did you see the gummy bears I brought? And Camille's like, yeah, quit being a cock block, Chew, beat it. And then Johnny's being, acting out stuff, being very Nightmare Before. No, he wasn't in Nightmare Before. Very Edward Scissorhandsy there. He was reenacting a scene. She's laughing again. Are my buttons buttoned? I hope not. And, Chewy's still talking. Chewy, you have a wife. You're okay. Now they might be together. So then I wondered, could it be these two? Then the judge comes in. We have to start. Okay, but there's another. Later in the day, we've had lunch, we've had witnesses, we've had Coca-Cola Classic. We're twirling our hair. And she's got long, luxurious, thick hair. Not that I'm jealous, but I am. Chewy's still leaning in. Chewy, get out of the picture. She's like, Johnny, why aren't you looking at me? Johnny? Hey, Johnny. Johnny. And Johnny's like, ha, ha, ha. Would you like to see a picture I drew with blood from my left toe? And they're like, oh, okay. Hunter S. Thompson blessed this left toe, and then I shot his remains up into the sky out of a cannon. Because that's what you do when you love someone. When you love someone, you shoot them from a canyon when they die. Amber noticed this. She's noticing the hair twirl. She knows this. She knows this game. She's done this game. Amber Heard has been so successful at manning men, which is just basically getting them to do what you want. She made Elon Musk, now owner of Twitter, billionaire Elon Musk with 17 kids. I think he has like 17 or 7. I don't know. I'm not good at math. Made him pay for the what she was supposed to pay out of her divorce settlement with Johnny Depp, the money toward the charities for the ACLU and the Children's Hospital. Elon Musk, I don't even know. They were dating. They did date. They dated for a period of time. I read about it. Then they broke up. They needed some time. They needed some room. He needed to save a little bit more money. And then they gave it another go. Just didn't work out. I don't know when in this scenario he had the 7 kids. I'm assuming before. I'm not sure. Some people online, I don't want to start rumors here, are speculating because she now has a daughter. God bless. Her baby girl is just over 1 years old. She had her with through a surrogate, according to sources on the internet, which just opening my LaCroix, if you're wondering about the sound, I'm getting a little into this, okay? They were saying that because Amber hasn't said who the father is of this child. Not that she needs to. She doesn't need to. Okay, it's 2022. Have your babies. Have your surrogates. Get your sperm wherever you want to get your sperm, as long as it's consensual sperm. So, but they're saying maybe Elon borrowed his sperm. He's paying her charities that she's supposed to be paying and giving her sperm. I mean, so Amber knows how to man a man. So let's just see this one last time. Let's just look at it. Maybe we'll look at it again later. Obviously, Amber's over here. She's like, I need a little bit of job security. This may not go well for me. I'm going to throw the Heard mist. I'm going to make sure she heard what I'm dropping down onto Elaine, because Elaine has job security. She's very close to getting Social Security, retirement, a pension. Okay, then Johnny comes in. Johnny's like, oh, hey, I brought my journal. Also, fun fact, Johnny Depp has ADHD. So a lot of times, people with ADHD, like myself, you might be doing multiple things because it actually helps you concentrate on the one thing you're doing. You might have to doodle. You know, I do doodle, you do doodle too. You might have to listen to something in the background. You know, it's just the ADHD brain, okay? So he's been drawing a lot. Things, Hunter S. Thompson, you know, writing I love mescaline all over the place. Peyote is my daddy. Is Zaddy, he wrote on the cover. There's a picture of him just doing this. And no, there's not. But he did write Peyote is Zaddy. Okay. So like I said, Chewy Chew's talking to him. This is the beginning of court. Junior associates in the back. Photographers just waiting for something to happen. Waiting. Chewy's like, I brought gummy bears. The big thing today, everyone's talking about these damn gummy bears. So they this is so LA, and I can't even, you know, we need that on a t-shirt. If someone could make that, Peyote is my zaddy. This pile of gummy bears sat there most of the day. Tell me, again, Hollywood, this is why you're not #relatable. And we're not even in Hollywood, but we're dealing with Hollywood types. It was a pile of gummy bears like this big, okay? That's not even a serving for me. That's just a handful that you throw in your mouth. Who leaves? They're going to get hard. They're going to get hard. They're going to get annoying. They're going to get stale. You got to eat them all at once. Why? It's just so LA I'm going to have one now, 7 hours later, and then no more. I don't even think they finished the gummy bears. There was about 7 in the pile, and everyone's making a big to-do. The only person I saw eat it was Chewy Chew. Okay, was the lawyer on the left, the man guy. I saw him eat it. Okay. So Johnny and him are talking. Are you going to eat the gummy bears? I'm probably going to eat the gummy bears. I'm from LA. I might eat the gummy bears. I'm not from, well, I am from LA, but you know, we're in DC. No one's going to tell. Oh, it's being taped, Chewy. Well, maybe I won't eat the gummy bears. Will you tell my wife I am pre-diabetic? You are? You're in such good shape. It doesn't matter about that. It's about other things. Oh, okay. I'm predispositioned and also other things. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Hey, is anyone going to pay attention to me, junior associates? Let's pretend we're talking. I don't really care what you have to say, but Johnny. Oh, hi, Johnny. Oh my God. Oh, hey, dear. Oh. Let's rub each other. And that is when the photographer stands up and we see him there. Is this not? I need this to go full screen. That's when the photographer's like, oh my God. And Johnny is like, oh, and they lean in. Why do we have to be this close? This is just like yesterday when he had to straighten the cord. Just these intimate, precious moments, they will make a child together. I'm calling it. Okay, I'm calling, and the child might just be a joint Instagram account. We don't know. All right. So there's Camille, Johnny, just like, do you like a regular Coca-Cola? Oh my God, I do. How did you know? Well, you have one next to you. I didn't even see it. It's okay. Are you going to eat those gummy bears? I'm probably not going to eat the gummy bears. Me neither. I would never eat gummy bears in public. Neither would I. Gross, right? That's totally gross. Do you promise? I promise. Oh, we have so much in common. Have you ever been to Orange Theory? I have. Wow. Oh, I could go on and on with how much we have. Have you heard of Barry's Boot Camp? I'm a bear. I mean, I do it from home because I'm Johnny Depp and I'm very, I'm very noticeable, but I berry too. That's so weird. You're still not going to eat those gummy bears. No, not gonna. So did you figure out your Snapchat? And there's Amber Heard just like, oh, hell. Elaine's like, yeah. And then, I was thinking, I'm like 2 years away from retirement. I want to, go to Greece. I want to see some Grecian stuff. I want to go braless. What do you think about that? Amber's like, hold on. Elaine, could you move a little bit? Could you move your bob? You're blocking my view. Is she really, really 40 years old? He's going to go get with a 40-year-old, but he called me an old ex-dancer or something in San Francisco. So rude. So you can tell she's a little perturbed because the scene in the courtroom is Amber can definitely see that now Camille and Johnny are like this, okay? And she was trying to make him jealous with Elaine, but it wasn't working. Oh, you prefer gummy worms? Okay, I prefer everything gummy, okay? I like trolleys. They're amazing. So there was tons of leaning in today. The junior associate, I'm worried about him. I think he might have a little bit of dandruff. There was a lot of head scratching, either that or it's like a nervous tick. There he goes. So hopefully it's like, he's got head and shoulders because you don't want to, have an issue on your shoulder. But Chewy, just that's so funny. Guys, what are you guys doing? He's just cock blocking. And then there's this moment where junior associate blonde lady back there, she notices Camille and Johnny's connection. Take a look. Notice. There she goes. See her? Do you see her? She's like, oh. And then Camille makes eye contact like, I got him. She's like, I knew you'd get him, girl. Let's drink some Sex on the Beaches later and talk about it and how the new Sex in the City just isn't the same. And okay, so then we're just flirting. She's leaning in again. Chewy saying more things they're not paying attention to. The photographer in the back gets his lens up. Will they touch? Will they touch again? She pretends to type in her computer. This is how good I type. And then, Chewy wants in on it. And then the judge comes in. And then later in the day, again, the hair twirl. This is just, there's no reason to be this close to him other than there's a comfort level. There has been wine shared. There has been Merlot spilled on satin sheets as they roll around, and she's like, is this where the grumpy was? Or is this where the grumpy was? Shut up. I don't want to be in the grumpy spot. Stop it, Johnny. And then just the hair twirl for me. It's just, and he's leaning in this way, away from Chewy. She's leaning in farther than Chewy leans in. So it's just, they're, true love always, TLA. Amber notices. She's not happy. And yeah, be careful, Camille. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. This is all allegedly, you guys. We're having some fun. But what do you think? Put in the chat. That was like 20 minutes of me trying to get you guys on team. Somebody in this courtroom is humping. And I think I sold it. I think if you guys should be on that team by now. Okay. I really do. I hope so. Okay. We have some LOLs. We see her. Okay, good. It's kind of cute in a weird way. Yeah, you got to find the cuteness in this very ugly, poopy story. All right. Then we had some really funny moments today as well. We had so let's go through our list of witnesses and then we will play this little clip. Okay. So today, day 11, we had multiple witnesses. We had Terrence Doherty, I think his name was. He's the ACLU Chief Operating Officer. Not a great day in court for Amber Heard, according to this stand-up comedian who knows nothing about law. Just didn't look good for the visiting team. Okay. And we'll talk about that. Edward White, who is Johnny's certified personal accountant. And if you like little old guys, you will love Eddie White. All right. And the judge was so sweet to Eddie White as he was leaving the stand. She goes, be careful for that step. This judge is a real sweetie, wipe the CD. She's very kind. I don't know if her objections and overrulings and sustaining are correct, but I like her delivery. It's kind, it's soft. It's got a little bit of judgment to it because she's a judge, but overall, I just find her very delightful. And she was worried about, Edward tripping over the stair. And then when she released the jury today, she said, it's going to be nice weather tomorrow. So get outside. Okay. But don't go online. Don't look for Johnny, stuff on Johnny or stuff on Amber. Don't look at the case. Don't look at social media. Don't talk to anybody. Johnny, you and Amber, don't do any press. Okay, but get outside. It's supposed to be real nice. You don't even need your rain boots. You might need just like a light jacket. It's going to be a great day. Enjoy. I'll be here. Tomorrow we're going to start at 8 a.m. because we have to go over some dockets or some shit. We got to talk, right? Okay. So how many things we have to go over? 20. All right. Well, let's get here by 8. Bring lots of food. She told everyone, stock up, get your cows. You don't want to get hangry. We don't want Elaine getting hangry. We don't want Rotten Boner getting hangry because, very emotional. So I really enjoy her. Then another witness, we have Malcolm Connolly, who is he's from Essex, UK, but he speaks as if he's a little bit Irish, but I'm not doing Irish. I'm not really good at it. So we're just going to do whatever. He's like, hey, what's going on? It's me, Johnny's guy. I'm talking about. I was with Johnny. My name is Malcolm Connolly. This is where I feel like everyone Johnny Depp surrounds himself with at one time, because he knows these people forever. When the last witness of the day is Starling Jenkins, and he knows him for 30 plus years, and that's Depp's executive chauffeur. And so he's had these people in his life for so long. I feel like all of his characters at one point, he has pulled inspiration from these people in his life. And Malcolm Connolly, right when he got on the stand, Johnny Depp is like, you guys are going to love him. He's great. He's great. He's like bald and British or Scottish or Irish or something. And he's like, really great guy, and he had lots of good things to share. And we will talk about that. So here is a Connolly situation that we got into today for this case. So Malcolm Connolly, Depp's personal security, he was on the stand. Basically, what he was saying, let me put my little brand back up. What he was saying, he was like, hey, I knew Amber Heard. I got to get into the Essex, UK. Okay, it's me, Malcolm Connolly. I'm at my home in Essex. Where are you? I'm at Essex. Yep, Essex. That's what the Americans call it, but it's actually Essex. But I like sex, so go ahead, call it what you want. I'm at my house in Essex, and I've been Johnny Depp's security, multiple situations. I'm getting a little Australian, but you guys get the point, okay? Malcolm Connolly, and I can kick your ass. That's all you need to know about me, Malcolm Connolly, Depp's personal security. Did I know Miss Heard? Yeah, I knew Miss Heard. I knew her a little bit. Back in the day, buffet, we crossed paths, and then after the Hunter S. Thompson movie that nobody saw because I can never remember the name. It's like Angela's Ashes or some shit. I saw her at the party, and I was like, what you doing here, Amber? And she was like, what you doing here, Connolly? Get your ass out of here. We had that little rapport. She was always very nice to me, but she could change like this, like on a dime. So then I saw Johnny, and Johnny said, how do you know her? And I said, I know Amber because when she was with her ex-girlfriend, I used to do security for him. And I would say, are you secure? And they would say, not really. And I'd say, yeah, just try to make you a little more secure. It's my job. Okay? So then let's see. I could tell that they were getting it on at the party after the movie they were in that nobody saw. Did anyone see the movie? Put in the chat if you saw the movie. I never even heard of the movie. Okay? I didn't see the movie, Malcolm Connolly. I don't see movies. I ate movies. I'm all about egg whites and kicking ass in Guinness, okay, in Essex. So, yeah, what's the question? Have I seen? I feel like I need a good filter for him, but it would just be my bald person filter, which is this guy, which isn't really good because he doesn't have facial hair. So I wish I had one that didn't have facial hair, but hopefully this doesn't scare too many people. But it's me, Malcolm Connolly from Essex. Did I take care of them? Yeah. I did security for them. And we'll say Johnny's always been a stand-up guy, even when he's on a cocaine. Didn't even tell he was on cocaine. No one could tell. He wouldn't do that in front of me because then I would lose my job. And he wouldn't do that to me. I've only seen him smoke marijuana. And on marijuana, he just seemed to play the guitar more, which seems to be what a lot of white dudes do. They just play the guitar. They get high and they're like, have you heard, I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. I don't know what band that is. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's what happened. And yeah, he didn't really do, he never was violent. But Amber Heard, well, she was a nice girl, nice to me. But let me tell you, there were many times that I've seen that they were not doing very good. When I was in Essex and also in the States, then Amber would get very mad. And I could tell she wanted to wear the pants in the relationship, you know. She wanted to wear the work pants. And then Johnny, he started getting more sullen, sad, just very depressed. And he started playing more. Not 3 doors down, but you know, I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Boom, 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 boom. We could cut ties with all the lies that you but. And I knew when Johnny was playing them that he was going down. And then sometimes he would play Matchbox 20. And I would say, Johnny, you play another Matchbox 20 song, it's going to be your face. Okay? You hired me to protect you. I have to protect you from that shit. And then he'd stop and go to bed. Okay? But Amber, yeah, they got in lots of fights because she would try to wear the pants. She tried to get him all riled up. One time I saw, I was there with the bloody finger incident. Yeah, it was bloody. I saw the bone. Called Dr. Kipper. Dr. Kipper said, you better get him in here. Okay, you better get him in here because that's a bone. You can't fix that. Can't put it in paint or paint thinner. Can't write, you can write Billy Bob Thornton's name on your Australian wall for the rest of your life, and it's not going to get better. You got to get to the hospital. So we took him to the hospital. At my apartment, he was running his finger underwater because he didn't know, and Amber was like, and fuck off with you, and fuck off, and you just run away, you coward. Just real unnecessary stuff. Very unnecessary. You fuck off, you coward. You know how the women do sometimes where they just say, you fuck off, coward. And I was like, hey, but I'm just paid to just keep him in line. And I said, Johnny, come back. And then Johnny went back with his broken finger, or it was ripped apart, really. It was like a monkey. Have you ever seen a monkey? When they attack people's faces, it was like a monkey attacked the tip of his finger. I think Amber Heard might be part monkey. That's all I'm saying, okay? Chimpanzee. And he was like, hey, you, stop it. And she was like, you just always just fuck off. You never want to stay around and fight with me for 7 hours. You know I like a 7-hour fight. And he was like, I can't have a 7-hour fight. Me and Hunter S. Thompson, we used to write 7 hours of poetry and not talk to each other. But we don't fight for 7 hours. We love for 7 hours. So it was a whole ordeal. So there was that situation. Have I ever seen violence between the two of them other than that? Let me think. Yes, I did. We were on a plane. I'm on a plane. I can't complain. Johnny would sing that too. Lots of Nirvana. Loves Kurt Cobain. I guess he knew him. He knows all the dead people. Okay, so he's like, I'm on a plane. And he was just playing his guitar. Hi, I can't complain. And then all of a sudden I saw from, I don't even know where, ricocheted over. It was a plastic lighter. Hit him in the chest. And he was like, is that all you got? Is that it? And it was Amber. I think she threw it. So other than that, no. Did I see any more marks on him besides the bone ripping out of his finger that chimpanzee Amber destroyed? Now that I think about it, okay. His eye. There was something up with his eye. In Essex, we call that having something up with your eye. And I said, you got a wonky eye there, Johnny. And Johnny says, do I? And I said, you do, John. Okay, boss, let's get going. So, yeah, there was some eye thing. But other than that, I don't know. Okay, and also, I escorted them home. And then this is where, let me go back to Joleen filter. Okay, so hopefully you guys like that little filter. This is now, then there's cross-examination. Okay, so Johnny's people interview him. And basically, Malcolm Connolly is building the case that Johnny Depp wasn't violent. He was nice to him. Him and Amber were in love, and then Amber changed. She flipped the script, and she was different. And this is something we've heard throughout the trial, that, she love bombed him, and then she was like, so that's adding into the case. And then Cross comes up, and it's Amber's attorneys, and they decide to ask this question, which is going to be added into the Hall of Fame, which is objecting yourself, Rotten Boner, the attorney, and the grumpy in the bed, to name a few. This will be added to the list of some of the funniest shit in this trial. Let's take a listen. Let me make sure. I'm going to share it again and make sure that you guys can hear that, because I don't want to play it and then you'll be like, oh, can't hear it. What's Joleen doing? She's crazy. That's definitely Australian. I'm a lot better at shitty Australian accents than shitty English accents. Okay, so here we go. Let me know if you can't hear this. But here is Amber's attorneys on the cross for Malcolm Connolly.
And Mr. Depp was trying to urinate in the foyer, wasn't he?
No.
Mr. Depp had his penis out of his
Objection.
pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember.
Relevance.
seeing Mr. Depp penis.
I'll allow. Next question.
And you were trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house, correct?
Correct. I was trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house. Yes.
And Mr. Depp was refusing to leave the house, was he not?
Not so much refused. He just wanted 2 minutes to say his piece.
You took Mr. Depp's arm to try to move him out, but he broke away. Isn't that right?
Yes.
I mean, so he was strong enough to break away from your grip, correct?
No.
So you had his arm and he broke away, though, correct?
No.
Isn't that what you just said?
No. I let him go.
You let go. But it wasn't
That's my
easy.
boss.
No, I let him go. So I love this because, first of all, we did see, in addition to it being funny, we see Camille lean in and they're arm to arm again. Why? Unnecessary, but they're leaning in. There's these little moments. She's also laughing at the idea that Malcolm Connolly is being suggested to him. Didn't you say he urinated in the foyer? Didn't he urinate? He's like, no, wouldn't say that. Let me get this thing back up. No, nobody urinated except for me. I urinated outside of the car after I let him in. Okay. And also, I heard just like jellyfish, when they sting you, if you cut open your finger, you're supposed to pee in the finger. So I peed in Johnny's finger, but no, he didn't urinate on the foyer. Okay. That's ridiculous. And my favorite is when he goes, I think I would have remembered seeing Mr. Depp's penis. Okay. Would have been something I would remember. A man remembers when he sees another man's penis when he doesn't expect it. That is in Essex, even though I live in the city of Essex. I don't expect to see penises all the time when I'm not asking for them. So I'd remember that. I don't know why.
In the foyer, wasn't he?
This is just another weird thing about this case.
No.
Mr. Depp had his penis out of his
Objection.
pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember.
Relevance.
seeing Mr. Depp penis.
I'll allow. Next question.
And you were trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house, correct?
Correct. I was trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house. Yes.
And Mr. Depp was refusing to leave the house, was he not?
Not so much refused. He just wanted 2 minutes to say his piece.
You took Mr. Depp's arm to try to move him out, but he broke away. Isn't that right?
Yes.
I mean, so he was strong enough to break away from your grip, correct?
No.
So you had his arm and he broke away, though, correct?
No.
No,
Isn't that what you just said?
No. I let him go.
You let go.
no,
But it wasn't
That's my
easy.
boss.
no, I let him go. I let him go. It's not what happened. So I love that he just kept going, no. Malcolm Connolly, I feel like he was a very strong witness in that, again, likability, yes, obviously the defense, the Amber's team is going to say, well, he's just loyal to Johnny Depp because Johnny Depp pays him for years. But you have all these people who are very loyal to Johnny Depp, but they were around this couple a lot. So we'll see, when Amber takes the stand, and then I don't really know how that works in a civil trial, if they're able to call people in, or if it's just Depp's team, since they have to prove that it is defamation, that they're the only ones that get to call witnesses. Okay. But that was next to the grumpy. It's like, hey, I'd rather be in the toilet. I feel like Johnny Depp's grumpy would have a very similar attitude to Malcolm Connolly. Okay. The grumpy that was in Johnny Depp's bed would be like, I never asked for this. I like to be in the toilet. It's where I like to be. I'm very grumpy because I'm not in my spot where I want to be. So, Amber Heard, no! So what if? Here's the story about the grumpy. You guys want to know? You'll know, okay? Starling Jenkins was telling the story. Let's get to defendant Starling Jenkins. And I'm related to Malcolm Connolly, but I'm not Malcolm Connolly. I'm a different Australian English poo guy, okay? So here's what happened. Starling Jenkins came in to testify today, and he knows about my fate, how I ended up in the bed, if you will. Okay. Starling Jenkins III, that's who he was. That's not me. I'm clearly the doo-doo. I'm the grumpy. All right. Depp's executive chauffeur said, and he's not lying when he says this, Amber Heard told him it was a prank gone wrong. And it was. Because Amber Heard, she was drinking a lot of Merlot. She was having all the magic mushrooms, and that can turn your stool colors you don't like. So I get grumpy. So I was very upset. Then Amber Heard pulled me out of the toilet. Very disgusting like, but that's what happens when you're mad. And put me in the bed, called her friend Io. Also, what kind of name is Io? Why am I getting so much shit for being called a grumpy when your friend's name is Io? Okay, so here's what happened. So then she comes in, she goes, Io, look it, I got my own shit. And I said, I'm a grumpy. And then she put me on Johnny's side of the bed, and I was very dark, because Merlot and magic mushrooms make you very dark. You know, she had just about to head out to Coachella. The story that Starling Jenkins didn't tell you is that it wasn't just magic mushrooms and Merlot at Coachella. Every day was magic mushrooms, MDMA, and Merlot in that penthouse, okay, for Amber Heard, allegedly. So her stool was very dark. And she told Io, and Io was like, ho, 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 that's so funny. And I was like, what's so funny about taking me from my home? Do you think I want to be on sheets? I want to be flushed. I want to be treated with some dignity when I'm evicted from your body. But she didn't. She just put me in the bed because she thought it'd be funny because she's mad at her man. And I said, get me out of here. And I smeared myself forward. Very disgusting like, okay? But that's what happened. That's the truth. So Starling wasn't lying, even though they tried to catch him up, saying, was the phone 6 miles away? We'll get to that. Well, I won't get to that because I'm the doo-doo. But other people will get to that. So there you go. There you have it. So that's, I mean, what other channel is the poop going to talk to you? That's just mine. Just mine. Okay. So thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're never too old for poop jokes. Never. It's always time for doo-doo brown. Okay. All right. So, all right. Malcolm Connolly got his full testimony. Again, he, very entertaining testimony. Okay. Now, I will say that the ACLU chief operating officer, let's pull up a picture. I wonder if I have a picture of him. His testimony, I was like, oh, good. This is going to be real boring. Okay. However, it was actually very beneficial for Johnny Depp's trial because the ACLU, okay, so Terrence, you know, he is the chief operating officer. He really would have no reason to lie for either party. And if anything, they would probably, I don't even know who they would lie for, but maybe Miss Heard. But quite a bit came out, and they were talking about how much money was actually given. Because the point that Johnny's team is trying to make is that, you know, you can't, they're basically trying to disparage her character and say, you can't trust what this woman says. She defamed Mr. Depp with these allegations, and she's been doing all kinds of things like that. Like she said she was going to give half of her divorce settlement money to the ACLU and half to the children's hospital. Now the children are like, where's our money? And the ACLU is like, we didn't get all our money either, but Elon Musk keeps showing up and we don't know why, because they didn't even date that long. So hearing from the ACLU guy, all right, according to them, Amber Heard has donated 1.3 million of her 3.5 million pledged to them, to the ACLU. The organization's chief operating officer, the Terrence guy, he reported that during his testimony. However, you break down where the money came from. He said the ACLU received donations of $350,000, $500,000, and another $350,000 that were all associated with Heard. So they weren't necessarily directly from Heard or directly from Heard's divorce settlement, which is what was supposed to be happening. And that is not a good look for Amber Heard, that she promised money to charities and like this money to specifically go to these charities, and then to find out, I don't think they went there. So this was pretty, what do the lawyers say, is pretty damning for her. Okay. I'm sure she was upset thinking about this and hearing this and knowing that this could come out, or maybe, you know, she's like, they're just lies. They're making up these lies. Okay. So So they're associated with Heard. Okay. So this Terrence guy, Doherty, said the organization now considers the $100,000 check that Johnny Depp wrote directly to the ACLU as part of Heard's gifts as well. So Heard's last donation to the ACLU was made December 2018 in the amount of $350,000 from the donor-advised fund of Fidelity. ACLU began reaching out to Heard regarding the next installments of her giving in 2019 when they learned she was having financial difficulties. Okay. They showed the pledge form. Now let's bring in Mr. I own Twitter, Elon Musk, who's going to free all of our speeches allegedly. In August 2018, Elon Musk sent an email to the ACLU representative with whom he had previous relationship. This is according to Newsweek's reporting of what happened today. So regarding Heard's plan to donate $3.5 million. So he sent an email to the ACLU representative about Heard's plan to donate $3.5 million over 10 years. When asked why Elon Musk was representing Heard in the matter, Doherty answered he didn't know because nobody knows. Nobody knows. I mean, these dudes, what are you doing? What are you doing? But assumes because Musk's previous relationship with Amber, that must be why. So Musk is also a major donor to the ACLU. So the $500,000 donation in 2017 attributed to Heard came from a Vanguard fund. And Terrence Doherty believes Vanguard is also associated with Musk. So Elon Musk is just like, you get 500,000, you get 350,000. This is for Amber. We're trying to make it work. This isn't helping. She's still giving me the evil eye every day. All right. So then we get into the op-ed, which is the why, the whole defamation suit exists, is this op-ed that Amber Heard wrote saying that she was became the face of domestic violence and, implicating Johnny Depp. So 4 of the ACLU lawyers reviewed Heard's op-ed article before they went to publish it. So the ACLU had picked Amber as a spokesperson kind of for them, reviewed her follower count. They made sure to mention that. And then when she was writing this op-ed, we learned through Terrence's testimony that after she was named the ACLU ambassador on women's rights, when her op-ed on alleged domestic violence was published, she was named the ACLU ambassador on women's rights when her op-ed on alleged domestic violence was published. Doherty said ambassadors are artists and influencers who align with one or two of ACLU's policy areas, having prior expertise on said policy area and have significant public following by which they can communicate to a wide variety of people. And we remember yesterday's testimony with Christian from CAA, the agent, saying that he formally representing Amber Heard was, it sounded like he didn't use the words influencer, but they weren't representing her necessarily as an actor at first. So take that how you will. So they were just saying they liked the way Amber Heard spoke, and she, spoke with expertise on issues of gender-based violence. And we heard that from Dr. Shannon Curry, that she is socially sophisticated, despite Shannon Curry saying she has these personality disorders, being borderline and histrionic personality disorder. Some of the traits in that, you can still be very socially sophisticated in the way you talk. There's layers to both of those personality disorders. All right. So the announcement of Heard's ambassadorship came when she published her op-ed in the Washington Post speaking out against domestic violence in December 2018. And she tweeted, "Today I published this op-ed in the Washington Post about the women who are channeling their rage about violence and inequality into political strength, despite the price of coming forward. From college campuses to Congress, we're balancing the scales. Amber Heard, at Real Amber Heard, December 19th, 2018. So then she said, "I'm honored to announce my role as ACLU ambassador on women's rights." She wrote in a tweet sharing the op-ed. Blabbity blue, the ACLU is the organization that first inspired me to become an activist. So I couldn't be more excited about our work to make sure women and girls can live free from violence and discrimination. Doherty said members of the ACLU communications team were involved in drafting the publication of this op-ed under the direction of Jessica Weitz, who's the director of artistic engagement. About 4 lawyers reviewed Amber's op-ed before it was submitted to the Washington Post. These were people in the legal department with expertise in women's rights issues. Heard is still part of the ACLU Artist Ambassador Project, according to the ACLU website. And so there was some back and forth talk about that and, what was going to be kept in if it seemed like Amber Heard was pushing more for these personal accounts, kind of implicating Johnny Depp, thinking that this would make the article pick up steam and that, then it would get into, large publications and it would be something that would kind of go viral. Heard, like we're saying, back to the money, she pledged $3.5 million to the ACLU. And Doherty outlined the donations Amber Heard made. And he said overall, she pledged to donate $3.5 million over the course of 10 years. So she's still got time. The problem is, it didn't appear as though her money was going to that. Doherty said it was his understanding that Heard's intention was to donate half of the $7 million. This plan was based on an email exchange between the ACLU executive director, Anthony Romero, and Elon Musk. Again, Elon Musk in 2016. Doherty noted, but the schedule was never confirmed. Heard donated $350,000 directly to the ACLU. This payment arrived on September 9th, 2016, according to documents presented in the deposition. There were 3 other donations. We talked about that. The first was $100,000 from Johnny Depp. Doherty later said this donation was credited to Heard's 3.5, like I said. And the second was $500,000 payment through the Vanguard. That is related to Musk. And then the third payment was $350,000, which came the Fidelity Fund, also associated with Elon Musk. So as of the time the deposition was recorded, December 2nd, 2021, Heard donated $1.3 million to the ACLU, money associated to her, we should say. Okay. And this guy, he testified remotely, and it looked like he was in his office. He had a piano behind him. He seemed very nervous to say the wrong thing. We had another slow talker, so I had to speed it up. But I'm trying to think if we got anything else out of that. I think the most important thing, thank you so much for the super chat, Taylor. Love you, Joleen. Thanks for covering this. You're hilarious. Also, hashtag Team Depp. Thank you so much, Taylor. I think that's the first super chat of the night, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, yes. So, unfortunately, I think that the ACLU testimony did not make Amber Heard look good in the eyes of the jury, and also pushing forward, and the ACLU and Amber Heard talking about, this op-ed and them kind of helping her with it, and to, include, which she didn't have to. She could have still been the ambassador without including Johnny Depp, or could she? Or could she? So this looks very calculated at this point. And I think that's what the jury will see. Again, we have a couple more weeks of this trial, but from what we've already found out during this case and the recordings that have come out, and her actually admitting to physically abusing him in a lot of these recordings, this doesn't look good. And it looks as though, this, the time of it, the fact that she's also been recorded saying that, this is kind of her character now that is at stake. So she can't go back. So she can't even say, hey, I got caught up. I was so mad. I was this. I don't know. I don't know what you would say in this situation, but somehow take some kind of accountability. It was actually mutually very toxic. I wasn't just someone who was a victim of DV. I actually did assault my partner, being Johnny Depp. And I need to set the record straight. Now we're hearing, through this case, we've heard recordings of her saying, she can't really go back. like there's no fixing it. Thank you, DGF, for that super sticker. Appreciate you. My husband says, bro, if this brings Elon Musk to the drama, I'm all in. Breaking news, Elon Musk will not testify. I talked about that yesterday. He is not testifying. Also, James Franco's not testifying. Those are two guys that we thought would be testifying, that they would pull, but they are not. James Franco has his own Me Too mess that he made years ago, and Elon Musk is a billionaire. And you know how it is in America. Billionaires don't have to do what the rest of us have to do. So he's not testifying. So unfortunately, it's not going to happen. I would have loved to see those testimonies, especially Elon Musk. That would have been so juicy, juicy, juicy. Okay. So the ACLU was the more serious of the day, you know, talking about what donations were given, who they're associated with, even though they're associated to Amber Heard, they're not necessarily from her. Seems like it's from a guy, Elon Musk, who she was, you know, dating on and off for a little bit post Depp, post that toxic relationship. Okay. So that one wasn't that fun. Sorry, guys. But that it was actually, I mean, not that I'm the any law expert here. Again, Legal Bites and Emily D. Baker can't shout out those two women's channels enough. Both lawyers, both killing it. Legal Bites has been having these great panels of lawyers. And Emily D. Baker is always fantastic. So if you want the facts, go there. If you want the funny, yeah, come over here. All right. Oh, I don't know if you guys know this. Okay, so here's the gummy bears. Hello, Tilly. Here's the gummy bears that were on the desk that nobody ate because they're so Hollywood. There is over 2 million signatures on a petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman. Over 2 million to remove Amber Heard from future Aquaman movies. I think future Aquaman movies should just get removed, period. So I'm going to start my own petition that we just shouldn't make any more Aquaman movies. Who's with me? How about a follow-up to The Little Mermaid? Now that shit was good. Aquaman, not good. I love me some Jason Momoa, but that was not good. In my opinion, okay? So as of Thursday, today, the change.org petition has over 2.16 million signatures. The creator of the petition is Jean Larson. I don't know. Sounds like an everyday lady from Wisconsin. So I'm going to just say this is, I wonder if we have like we'll act out Jean Larson. Let me see if we can do, I feel like she would have like, I'm not saying she's a Karen. I'm just saying she might have like a Karen haircut. And as someone who's had a Karen haircut, I can say that. Having known a Karen in the past, I can definitely say that. Okay, what's this thing about? I don't really know what that is. We have this. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Hey, hey guys, it's me. My name is Jean Larson, and I live in Hudson, Wisconsin. Okay, originally from New Richmond, but I moved a couple miles away because you get a little more land over in Hudson. And it's, you know, they got my favorite bar down there, Dick's. It's right on the main drag, right on the St. Croix River. I love it. Anyways, I started a petition, you guys. You want to check it out? I got a Facebook group, SaveJohnnyDepp.org. Love him. Oh my God, Captain Jack Sparrow is like my orgasm. All right. So I created this petition on change.org. If you guys are interested, check it out. Okay. I'll be done at the meat raffle on Sunday. And I'm selling pull tabs at Dick's on Tuesday nights if you want to get a little more insight. If you guys aren't on Facebook, because not everybody is as tech savvy as me in Hudson, Wisconsin, but if you are, you know, then you can, if you're not, come see me. But if you are, you can find my group, Save Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, sorry, I get nervous. I've never had this many people pay attention to me since, you know, we did Snow Days in 1986. And I was like, you know, I was runner up. But, you know, Peggy Sue Larson, she won. And I was like, fuck you, Peggy. But I don't talk like that. But it's just like, she doesn't even like tater tot hot dish. What a bitch. Anyways, so I'm Jean Larson. I created the Take Amber Heard Off Aquaman. All right. And Aquaman, if you don't know, was a fantastic movie. Oh my God, it was so good. Me and my girlfriends went to see it after we got our nails done. And we went all the way to Woodbury, Minnesota to see it because they weren't showing it in Wisconsin yet, because we always get the movie super late. Minnesota gets it first. I don't get it. We're a better state. Anywho, so Aquaman came out in 2018. Oh my gosh, I'm like still jizzing over it. So I think she should be removed from the film's upcoming sequel. Okay, we just put 2 Jason Momoas in. I know how you guys do the special effects stuff where you like double the person up. So just do that. Just add another one. Just say, oh, here's 1 Jason Momoa, here's 2. We don't need a girl. You know, when I go see it, it's like I don't want to think about a woman, you know. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because we're definitely open-minded in Hudson, Wisconsin. Okay. So the upcoming sequel is going to be Aquaman and Lost Kingdom. I hope it's the Lost Dong. I wanted to see, I know my friend Pam says, you're so nasty, Jean Larson, but I like dongs. Okay, I'm just a red-blooded American Midwestern woman. Aquaman and the Lost Dong Kingdom, because the actress has been exposed as a TV abuser by my man Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp. Okay, so the petition in it, I say that Heard lied. First of all, she's a liar. She lied about accounts that she was abused by Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow would never do that, first of all. And the actress has my friend, she's works at she's a paralegal in Minneapolis, and she told me to write that the actress has systemically crusaded to ruin Depp in Hollywood. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty bad. Okay, so since they're divorced, because she's just like, you know, sometimes women are just like bitches, you know, when you get a divorce. Like a lot of my friends, all of a sudden it's just like, are you going through menopause, Peggy, or are you bitch because you're going through a divorce? And it's usually the divorce, because menopause, you know, I do get a little sweaty. I will say that. I am a little sweaty. Even right now I'm a little sweaty, but I think it's my bangs. I just like to have a full bang at all time, because my hair is receding as I'm aging. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to be at the meat raffle, Jean Larson, and remove Amber Heard ASAP, PIMP. Okay, bye. So that's how I assume this person in her basement got some new carpet. They were laying the carpet. She's like, you know what? I'm going to start a petition. I can't do anything else right now because they're laying my fresh carpet down. I love the smell. It's invigorating. It gets me going. And so that's what Jean Larson did. But 2 million signatures. Amber Heard. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Some people say that these petitions don't work, but we've definitely seen these petitions work in the past. So this might be trouble in Aquaman for Amber Heard. And I wouldn't be surprised if they decided after this case that they're not going to move forward with her, especially if Johnny Depp wins this case. It's not going to look good. Yes, that's something that our friend Malcolm Connolly was like, yeah, Johnny Depp doesn't even get that drunk, doesn't he? Just, actually, I think Jack Sparrow gets more drunk than Johnny Depp. I heard some laughter back there. Did you hear that, boss? I made him laugh. Yeah, but it's true. It's true. He don't even get that drunk. Okay. So, suck on that, bitches. I'm in Essex. So yeah, so that's what happened there. Thank you guys so much. I love that you guys are adding some Midwestern. Need a Johnny Depp hot dish. Grab your Caribou coffee in the morning. Yes. Ball Jolene is hot. I think that's what that says. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So let's get back into the witnesses. We talked about Malcolm in the middle. We talked about Terrence, and now let's talk about sweet little Eddie White. Let me see if I have his. Tilly, don't step on that. Otherwise, you lay over here. Producer Tilly is just like all up in my business, but that's okay. We wouldn't want her any other way. All right. Let's see if we got a picture of Edward White here. Here he is. So this little cutie that the judge was like, watch your step. And he was like, okay. He was a little upset on the stand today, to say the least. He is a certified public accountant, a forensics accountant, if you will. Thank you, ASMR gives me brain tingles. You guys are so generous, and I appreciate you calling me hysterical. Thank you. So he came up on the stand, and he was just like, you know, I'm Johnny Depp's accountant, and I do forensics, and I am 9,000 years old. He was so adorable. I loved him. But he was sassy. He was really pushing back at Rotten Boner during the cross-examination. So right away, he was just giving us all the information on Johnny Depp's accounting. You know, he was there for the infamous Amber Heard's birthday party night where Johnny heard that he was in financial ruin. But if you ask that to this little gentleman, Eddie White, he'll say, no, he's okay. We just had to get him caught up on some tax stuff. And, you know, he was spending more than he was bringing in. Because according to Eddie White, you guys, Amber Heard had a love for wine more so than Johnny. So much so that since Amber's been out of the picture, Eddie White says Johnny Depp's wine budget is basically nothing. Because he pays all these bills, you know, this accounting. They know everything, the forensics, they know where all the money is going. And he said a lot of money used to go to wine, but now that Amber's out of the picture and they're divorced, not so much wine, basically non-existent. Because Amber Heard liked this certain kind of wine that is like $500 a bottle. And on her birthday, she ordered 13 bottles of $500 wine. I don't know. I am an alcoholic, okay? I've been sober for 10 years as of April 1st. Back in my day, I thought Kendall Jackson was fancy. That was way before Kendall Jenner. That was the fanciest Kendall I knew, was a little Kendall Jackson. You know, a little bit of $2 Chuck. But no, $500. It's some kind of, I think, Spanish wine that she has to have. It's been brought up a couple times within the trial. Okay. Let's see. This is a wine thing. Hello. I am, let's see. I would be like, hello. We'll pretend it's French. I am Amber Heard's favorite wine. My name is Jacques wine. I spent $500. Why do I always go back to Australian? Je suis wine. Hello. We'll make it sexy, maybe, since I'm sucking at these accents. Hello. I am Amber Heard's favorite wine. I'm $500 a bottle, and you'll pay for it if you want her to stay in your life. Yeah, you will. Eddie used to get so mad having to pour out $500 here and $500 there and 13 bottles, but I'm worth it. Okay? I'm a sexy wine. I'm a red wine. I pair best with magic mushrooms and hunger. That is when I'm at my most powerful. I prefer the penthouse, but sometimes if you pour me at Sweetser, I'm not that shitty about it. Speaking of shitty, Mr. Grumpy, I make him super grumpy. But Amber just likes to chug me with her friends. Rocky, not the MMA fighter, Rocky's husband, someone named Io. Sometimes she punches her friends after she drinks me. Allegedly. Not my fault. I'm just so warm and I make you feel strong and invincible. But Ed, he would always bitch about, why are you so expensive? Fancy wine, fancy amber wine. And I said, because I can be, bitch. Because I do what I want. And I want to be expensive. It's expensive to be me. I love Erica Jane, aka Erica Girardi. Okay. Anyways, go ahead, Ed. You tell the story. All right, back to Jolie. But that was, that was really the wine. Okay. So this wine, $500 a bottle. Now Ed's like, not even an issue anymore. It's not an issue anymore that Amber's out of the picture. She was the wine drinker. And Ed gets paid $700, I believe, and $5 or $715 an hour for his time. And he has a team working as Johnny's accountant. So he was like, he's the best. He is a great man. He gives to the ACLU even before. Thank you for your service. At one time during his testimony, he was like, thank you for your service to Johnny Depp. And let me tell you about Miss Amber Heard. And he went on to describe, because this is the guy, Lil Eddie, Edward White, this is the guy that made all the payments to Amber Heard for the divorce settlement. Okay, so he knows everything. He knows where all the millions are buried. And so he was letting everyone in the court know that it seemed that Edward White was making the case that Amber Heard was very greedy, and she wanted even more than the 7 million she got. And at first she was like, okay, I'll take 4. And then she's like, no, I want 5. You know what? I take that back. I want 6. Make that 7 and make it quick. So Eddie's like, and she wanted it promptly, and she wanted more. It was just, she wanted all the damn money. And so Ed was just breaking down the different prices and the amounts and when he paid her. He had his dates. This was in 2019. I did this and I did this then. And I was the one that wrote the $100,000 check directly to the ACLU because I don't think Amber gave any money. So Ed was spilling. He was spilling it all. Let me see if I can pull up the exact numbers that he said for Amber's. Not that you guys follow me for that, but it might be fun. Testimony. Let's see. Okay. So maybe we can just listen. Well, we don't want to listen to a whole stream again. Let's see if anyone has any of the numbers listed here. Okay. Oh, what's this one? Lawyer's revised article. Okay, so his business manager, Ed White. So we have him here. And does it say exactly? Because he was breaking it all down. At this date, I gave her this. At this date, I gave her this much. And so on and so forth. Oh, Rum Diary. That's the movie that nobody saw where they met. I always forget the name of that. Okay, it doesn't matter. You don't need you can go to somewhere else to get the facts for that. But basically, Ed White was breaking it down, saying, I gave her this amount here, I gave her this amount there, and she wanted more. It didn't seem enough. Johnny's been given to the ACLU. Thank you for your service, Johnny. Screw you, Amber Heard. And that was basically his testimony. And it wasn't looking good for Amber Heard again, because all this money was sent to her promptly, according to Edward White, and yet we haven't heard any money coming directly from Amber Heard to these charities. There's just been money associated with her, which allegedly has come from Elon Musk, who will not testify. Elon, seriously, what else are you doing besides tweeting? He's been tweeting all day. Can you not tweet about this? You can make 7 kids, but you can't take the stand real quick, sir. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So then Edward White gets the cross examination. And this is where he's like, because they're letting him explain while Johnny Depp's lawyers are asking him questions. They're letting him go a little bit further. And then once he gets to cross, Rotten Boner was like, I need you to just answer. And he's like, but I got to tell you, nope, you just have to answer. And so he was trying to get him caught up in, well, you said this originally in the UK trial, or you said this in a trial before right now, and now you're kind of changing your story. Was Johnny Depp in financial, I don't know if he said ruin, but something along those lines, like it was a tragedy. His finances were tragic, or some kind of wording like that. Like it was very serious. And he's like, well, I wouldn't say that. He's like, well, didn't you say this here? And then, he's like, did Johnny Depp not pay his taxes? Well, he was behind in his taxes. And so he's just trying to, make him look as though, I think what he was trying to do is make him look as though he wasn't telling the truth. He couldn't be trusted, but I kind of trusted this guy. But I also can see that he is getting paid $715 an hour. So I wouldn't want to lose that gig. It's a pretty good gig to have with Johnny Depp. He was there the night of Amber Heard's birthday when they had the financial meeting of, hey, I think you're spending more than you have. We got to lock this up. And then he told Johnny, you got to get some more gigs. And when Rotten Boner asked him, did you say he needs more gigs? He's like, well, I didn't say anything about me getting him gigs. I'm not the agent. I just said you should probably get some more work because you need some more money, because you're putting out too much money and you don't have enough. So he was a little bit upset, I would say, during his testimony. He didn't like Rotten Boner. You could tell he was a little bit frazzled. during the cross-examination. But I think overall, what we needed to hear, we heard, which is that all this money was given to Amber Heard, according to Johnny Depp's forensic accountant, according to his, business manager here, Eddie White, and was given to her in a prompt way. He did say, yeah, there were some financial issues. Yeah, I don't know where Johnny Depp went after our meeting. I went home. I don't know what he did. And he did also say that it was actually Amber Heard who liked the expensive wine rather than Johnny Depp. So, yeah, it did feel like rapid fire, Simon says. It did, Chica. And I felt kind of bad for him, but he can handle it. He's making $715 an hour and he's putting in a lot of hours. And they're like, are you getting paid for testifying right now? He's like, no. They're like, well, you got paid to testify last time. And he's like, well, I mean, last time was different. Now this is this time. And I'm not getting paid for testifying right now. But also, I kind of understand why it could look like a conflict if you are getting paid while you're testifying for something, because how can you truly be honest? But really, how can, everyone has vested interest one way or the other. So you just have to hope people are going to, when you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, you hope that they actually are doing that and not perjuring themselves. I mean, you can just hope for the best, I guess. But also, not everybody can take off, days and weeks for a trial about a bad breakup. Not everybody can do that. We don't all have that Los Angeles luxury to just be like, and now we're going to spend 6 weeks in court to fight over who called who a fat ass first. Okay. So poor little guy. And then afterwards he went and he sat down, I think by his wife. And you could tell he was like hoping, like, did I screw this up, Johnny? And then at the end of the day, they had, at the end of the trial, he had a little hug. He waited there the rest of the trial, and then they exchanged a hug, if you will. But he doesn't look happy. This doesn't look like a guy that had fun. Ed did not have fun. Ed has more fun making the $715 an hour while counting Johnny's money. Ed, I bet you he's a great financial guy, but this, he didn't have a good time. And if you haven't already, hit that like, you guys. What are you waiting for? We have filters. We have impressions. Thank you so much. Hit that like. It helps me so much. Okay. So then Ed leaves the stand a little, defeated. But hey, Ed, you did the damn thing. It's not easy. Okay. And Rottenboner, he did his job. He's got to just get you to do yes or no answer. He doesn't want you over explaining things. He wants you to just answer his question. Okay. And then our final juror of the day is Starling Jenkins the third. And this is where I thought this was an interesting testimony. Oh, I think my cat just she smells like she dropped a grumpy. She dropped an air grumpy. Okay. So his his executive chauffeur, sorry, I didn't mean to out you, Tilly. That was kind of rude, producer Tilly. But his executive chauffeur, he claims that Amber Heard told him and admitted to the grumpy, that she said it was a prank gone wrong. He's like, I was there on the night of the big fight on her birthday, April 21st, 2016. So let's get Eddie off the screen. Let's bring up our dear Starling Jenkins III, who has known Johnny for over 30 years. He said, Johnny's like family to me. Of course, I'm loyal to Johnny Depp. He is family. I love him. He's great. All right, so this little cutie, let's get this. Let's share. Here, let me see if I can just open this. And all right. Okay, so here we'll play this little clip from Law and Crime providing commentary. And let's share this. And this is where he talks about the discussion he had. So he was there the night of the big fight of her birthday when Johnny found out he was in a financial pickle. We'll call it a pickle because it's cuter. And he was also there for when she threw Johnny's phone, according to him. And we'll get into that. But first, the day after the fight, we hear Amber Heard went to Coachella with her friends. Johnny Depp did not go. This guy, Starling Jenkins, drove her and her friends. And he said they had a conversation in the car about the grumpy. Let's hear what he has to say.
And did you have any discussions with Miss Heard on the way to Coachella that evening?
We had a conversation pertaining to the surprise she left in the boss's bed prior to leaving the apartment.
And when you refer to the surprise in the boss's bed, what are you referring to?
The defecation.
And what did Miss Heard say about the defecation in Mr. Depp's bed?
A horrible practical joke gone wrong.
Mr. Jenkins, what observations did you make about Miss Heard at Coachella in April 2016?
She had no words. She was there to whoop it up. It's her birthday.
And did you have any discussions with Miss Heard on the
So the discussion that Starling Jenkins is saying he had with Amber Heard was that, hey, yeah, BT Dubs, I left a grumpy in his bed. It's a practical joke or a practical jerk, as Starling said, gone wrong. But, you know, I think in the long run, we'll find the humor in it. And I'm going to end up blaming the Yorkies. They're 4 pounds. And then my attorney, Elaine, is going to say the Yorkies have issues. And she's going to poop shame them, much like Joleen poop shamed or fart shamed her cat, Producer Tilly. Okay. Yeah. Producer Tilly's like, screw you. Right, Danielle? Producer Tilly's like, really, Mom? Really? Really? All right. Thank you, Grinder King, Phil. Hello, Joleen. Cody, heart hands. Heart hands for you. So this guy is saying he talked to her and she admitted it to him on the ride to Coachella when he was bringing them. But I think she did drive her own car. She drove her Mustang with her friends. And then he drove the dogs that she ended up blaming for grumpying the bed and their luggage. And they were there for, you know, the weekend of Coachella. And Coachella is always a couple weekends. We got Coachella going on right now. I think Coachella is still this weekend. So yeah, this isn't also a good campaign for Coachella because a lot of people like to say that Coachella is where you go when you want to be an asshole, you know? And so this isn't looking good for Coachella. You know, it's just showing more bohemian buttholes doing butthole stuff. Thank you, Diana Lee. Moderators are awesome. Love our Joleen. I have the best moderators. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Diana Lee, for the super chat. Appreciate you guys so much. So yeah, this isn't good for Coachella because right after you allegedly left a grumpy on your soon-to-be ex-husband's side of the bed because you're mad at him, you then go to Coachella where Starling Jenkins says, once we got there, we stayed at some Parker Hotel, and it's a boutique hotel, I think in Palm Springs. I'll have to check it out and let you guys know. I've never heard of it, but that doesn't mean anything because I don't know anything. And they stayed there. And according to Starling Jenkins, Amber Heard was having fun with her girlfriends. And during that fun with her girlfriends, she got very ill one of the days. And according to him, it was because she drank too much red wine and took too much magic mushrooms on an empty stomach. Doesn't that just sound like something that your parents would tell you? You know, just like, you know, if you're going to do those magic mushrooms and that red wine, you better have a full tummy. Okay. You want to swim on an empty tummy, but you want to do drugs and alcohol on a full tummy. Because he said she got sick. She didn't want anyone to know. And so he had to go pick her up from Coachella, drive her to a convenience store to get Advil, water, other things, you know, maybe some kind of like fidget spinner because she was on magic mushrooms. And she was like, this is so beautiful. And she was vomiting, according to him. And they said when her lawyers questioned him, they said, no, you're confused. You are talking about Amber's sister, Whitney, who was pregnant at the time. She was Barf City Township, not Amber. Amber can handle her magic mushrooms, her MDMA, her grumpies, and her red wine. This was not Amber. And he's like, I'm pretty sure I know which one's Amber. And they're like, but do you? You know, they kind of look alike. And he's like, nah, I know. So Starling's saying, no, it definitely was Amber. And Amber's team is saying, no, It was her sister. We're going to throw her pregnant sister under the bus. She did the magic mushrooms and drank all the red wine, which I think is kind of rude because she was pregnant and you shouldn't say that. And that's a joke, you guys. But that's what it seemed like they were doing. Like, we're just going to blame her. And I was like, oh, okay. And what we've heard, of Johnny Depp and Amber, they love a drug. They're going to try them all. And so now we have him saying she admitted to the grumpy and she was severely intoxicated. Again, all the wine, all the magic mushrooms, and on an empty tum-tum, which is never good. Okay. Let's see. What else did Starling say? Oh, let me look here. Did I have anything else here? When Amber's attorneys, the phone situation. I was kind of confused because it was the afternoon and I was losing interest quickly, but something happened where Amber Heard threw Johnny Depp's phone off a balcony. So this is Starling again, who's worked for Johnny Depp since 1993, over 30 years, very loyal. He loves Johnny Depp. He said he's seen the pair argue twice in the car. And when he's driving them around, and he says Amber Heard has always been the one who initiates the fight, and she ends up yelling, and then Johnny Depp just says, turn up the music. And then Starling turns up the music, and they keep driving. And that's kind of how it goes. So he actually worked security the night of the alleged DV incident at Depp's penthouse at the Eastern Columbia building in downtown LA. So the April 21st, 2016 night, he said Depp was not there and had not returned by the time his shift ended that night at 11:15. The following day, that's when Heard told him that she had gotten in a fight with Johnny Depp, and she threw Johnny Depp's phone over the balcony. Now, is that over the balcony of the penthouse? Because those are pretty tall. That's really high, and I don't think it would survive. But I don't know. It was the afternoon, okay? And it was the last, I think, was he the last witness of the day? I think he was the last witness of the day. So she threw the phone into the street. The items that she threw of Depp's weren't just the phone. It was also his wallet, passport, credit card, all the things that he carries in his wallet. So then Jenkins said that he found it 6 miles away or 6 blocks away. And he found it with a homeless man on Skid Row. This whole thing was like, what is happening? And there were some strange specifics to this. So Jenkins said that he found it 6 blocks or 6 miles away, and a homeless man on Skid Row had Depp's phone, and Jenkins gave him $420, which is an interesting amount since Johnny Depp likes the weed. $420, so $420 cash. He gave him chicken tacos because this is this guy on Skid Row allegedly told Jenkins, here's my asking price. You want Johnny Depp's phone back? All right, $420, because I know Johnny likes his marijuana, his Mary Jane, okay? I also want chicken tacos, and not Taco Bell chicken tacos. This is LA. We have great taco trucks, so give me taco truck chicken tacos, okay? Then I want you to give me chips, because you can't have chicken tacos without chips. A lot of people think you can. You can't. Add some guac, please. 2 apples and 4 bottles of Fiji water. Not Arrowhead. I know you think you're being fancy with Arrowhead, Smart water. Give me a break. Fiji water. So that's what he said. He gave this guy on Skid Row to get Johnny Depp's phone back. And then Jenkins came back, and then he took Amber Heard to Coachella, where she admitted all this stuff, and then talked again about her, eating magic mushrooms and drinking wine on an empty stomach. It was just like, what is going on? What is happening? I don't know. I like Starling. I do. But then on Cross, they seem to say, well, actually, the phone was right below the balcony of the penthouse, But I don't understand how this phone. Now, again, feel free to correct me in the chat because I'm not all the facts, but I am all the funny. All right. I would assume the phone would be destroyed because if you guys remember from yesterday's stream, let's just pull up again the building. This is the building. Where are we? There we go. Let me just get rid of this. Get rid of this. Pull this over here. This is the building where Johnny Depp had his penthouses on the top floor. So when you hear penthouse 1, 2, the Eastern building, I think it's 849 South Broadway, downtown Los Angeles. It's a very tall building. Okay. Is this one of the facts about the penthouse? No, this is something else. Something else. Okay. So this is the historic Eastern Columbia building, one of the nation's finest examples of Art Deco agriculture architecture. Is this ultra rare and spectacular 3-story penthouse loft. Okay, so they're talking about this was, I think, a listing that I found online because I was trying to do a little bit of research. So yeah, 849 South Broadway. So that's where this building was. Okay, this is a very tall building. Very tall. Now here is, Johnny Depp did have a lot of outdoor spaces like this. Okay, let me take this little thing off so you guys can see again. I know we saw this last night, but maybe you want to see it again. Who doesn't like to see rich people houses? All right. So if she threw it off of here, that phone is not going to survive. That phone is donezo. So it's really strange, this whole phone throwing thing. And they didn't focus on it too much, but it seemed like during Cross, they were trying to basically say that Starling was lying. And that the story had been kind of, twist and turn. Here's another outdoor space. As you can see, still pretty high up. I mean, there's this, you can see just it being kind of, level to the top of some of these other buildings. Not quite, but still very high. So if you throw something over a balcony from this location, you're probably, it's probably going to break. But again, I guess we don't have to think about this too much. Either way, somehow a man on Skid Row found it and was like, give me all the chicken tacos, Fiji fancy water, and $420, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, the physics isn't physicking. It's not. All right. You know what, Nancy? Great point. How could I forget OtterBox? You can throw that shit from space. Those OtterBoxes are ugly AF, but they work. All right. My phone, what kind of case do I have? I have just a Sonics case with my own little pop socket thing. And I guess it's too high. Miranda, shout out to Miranda, was like, you did that pop socket wrong. I didn't know. I thought it's supposed to be right by your camera. So every time I take a picture and it's popped out and it's at the 0.5 zoom out, you can see my pop socket. It's a problem. Okay. This trial makes me think of Phil Hartman, the comedy of it. Yes. And the ridiculousness and how he was able to play like that, not straight man, but that straight man, yet crazy kooky character. Totally. So again, if they were, partying inside the penthouse, just getting high on magic mushrooms the night before going to Coachella, looking at these blue walls and the artwork. And then she's like, I'm mad at you, Johnny. I'm going to doo-doo in your side of the bed. And then I'm also going to throw your phone off of the balcony and see how you like that. I mean, this is pretty high up. Look at these buildings outside of the window. It's a penthouse. That's like the highest you can get, right? I don't know. I got poor people money, so I'm not sure. But it seemed a little strange, this whole phone thing. But I did like Starling's testimony because he talked about the grumpy. And who does it? Trigger warning, we're going to show the grumpy. So if you don't like the grumpy, if you have fecal phobia like Amber Heard said, and her friend IO, they said Amber Heard couldn't have done that because she has fecal phobia, which is a fear of excrement. I mean, this is That's what was on the bed. So that's the grumpy. It looks very grumpy. Very, very grumpy. Yes, Atharella. They need a sad doo-doo emoji for this one. So Amber Heard, after the grumpy, allegedly, very happy. She looked very excited to release the grumpy. But the actual grumpy, not that great. And then I was just doing a little bit of, so that was basically the trial for today. You know, we had the witnesses, we had some flirting going on, a little love connection, maybe between Elaine and Amber, maybe between Johnny and Camille. Maybe I'm making all of that up, but you saw the proof, and the proof is in my editing. All right. We talked to Starling Jenkins. We talked to Malcolm Connolly, Eddie White, Terrence Doherty, and then taking a break until Monday, and we'll be back with more witnesses. And then soon, Amber Heard will be taking the stand. And I know everyone's justice for Johnny Depp or justice for Amber Heard. I say justice for the Yorkies, who were unjustly accused with no proof of shitting a bed. Horrible people give up dogs for those reasons. Those dogs become unadoptable. I'll adopt them. You can crap anywhere. Okay. I love dogs. I love cats. Producer Tilly, she let it air grumpy. You guys were here and witnessed it. The proof was, well, I guess it wasn't proof. It was you just heard it from me. So you'd have to take my word for it. So that's not speculation, but that's that other thing. And I got to look at my terms because Legally Leah sent me a list of legal terms so I can sound cool. So yes, justice for the Yorkies. And then I was looking into like the Elon Musk Amber Heard relationship, just trying to get how long they were together. They really weren't together very long. They had a breakup and then they made up. And then they decided that, you know, they were better off alone. And I think she just siphoned his sperm and left like a good ex-girlfriend, you know. Speaking of that, I did peep her social media, and she does have this picture on her social media, but also it was in a couple articles where she says she's both mom and dad to her adorable daughter, who's now over a year old. What else did we find out? I think that does it for today. I thought I had one more. Didn't I say I was going to play one more video for you guys? You guys are like, when is she done? Oh my God. Hopefully you're not, but if you are, it's okay. Let's see. Okay, we played the urination. I think maybe we played them all. We might have just played them all, you guys. And you all have been so fun to hang. Oh my God, we hit 22,911 subscribers, you guys. We're so close to 23,000. I have this dream of getting to 30. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're at 22,911 subscribers. You guys are the coolest. Thank you so much. We saw the court love. We saw the urination. We saw the grumpy yesterday. And I think that wraps it up. I always think I have more, and I always leave saying I forgot something, but you know what? It's better to leave with people wanting more. So hopefully you guys want more. And thank you so much. Yeah, Turd. Let's take a couple of questions. I don't know what you would ask me, but go ahead. And if anyone has any questions, thoughts, opinions they'd like to get out before the stream ends, because Tilly is like, it is time. It is cuddle time. Tilly time. You have been live for an hour and 30 minutes. I'm trying to make these a little more condensed, but it's hard because I'm a blabber. I'm a blabbermouth. She has fecal phobia and a baby. How does that work? You know, I think it works with a nanny. Yeah, I think that's been a tale as old as time, song as old as rich people. You get a nanny, and they do. Do you know that people with money, and maybe people without money too, but I think it's expensive, have these things called night nannies. And so you get to get sleep, which is great. I just wish that people of all socioeconomics could have that, you know. But you see that with rich people. They're like, oh, you know, any of the even I think some of the Vanderpump Rules people, like Lala Kent, she was like, oh, my night nurse, my night nanny. And they feed the baby and you get to sleep. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't have any kids, but I know humans who have made humans, and I've never heard of that. So that's crazy. So Janina says, hi, Joleen, the homeless man found the phone underneath the balcony. Okay, so that could be the confusion in that he found it under the balcony and then he took it to Skid Row. And then somehow Starling was on the case, Law and Order style, dung dung, and he was able to track down the guy with his crazy good chauffeur / detective work, and he found him and he got it back. And good for Starling. All right. I like it. Producer Tilly is getting some love. So are the sub count. I'm just impressed that the sub count is going up. I am so grateful to you guys. Yeah, allegedly Elon loves to share his sperm. He's got a lot of children out there. Also, people were speculating that today Amber's hairstyle might have been, as she's been kind of accused of mimicking people's style, Johnny Depp. It was also described by Dr. Shannon Curry as part of one of her personality disorders, that could be something that she does because of that, and she might not even be fully aware of it. But that her hair was in like a loose style because of the popularity of Dr. Shannon Curry's hair. Now my cat is biting my hand. Producer Tilly, get your stuff together, mess. Okay, because this hairstyle, where did I put this? So her hairdo today, I thought I had a Shannon. Where's Dr. Shannon Curry? Okay, well, we all remember Shannon Curry's hair. It was very nice, very great. And then today, Amber Heard's hair was a little, oh, Tilly, thank you for the kisses and the biting. It's like, I feel like I'm dating Amber Heard here. 1 minute she's kissing me, the next minute she's biting me. I don't know how to take this. It's a little weird. Please, miss. Oh my gosh. Okay. We need space. So we saw this hairdo. Let me pull it up here with Amber today. And let me see here. Here we go. We saw this hairdo, which is a little looser than we've seen. You know, we've seen this look, which is kind of the down old Hollywood type loose. I guess that is a very old Hollywood type hairdo with the curl, with like the bigger waves. We've seen a little more body and volume. We've seen a ponytail, much like Johnny Depp's. We've seen the tighter braid type look. I mean, she's had some good hairstyles. I like this one. I think this one. Johnny Depp has had some great hairstyles. I mean, I think I prefer the ponytail. I think during the first couple days, he had the hair down and it just a little too poofy for my liking. But I like when he's got it pulled back as well. Here we see a little looser goosey, a little more of a likable hairdo, I guess you would say, after Dr. Shannon Curry. And let's see if I can find hers because it was really cute. And this is what this trial is. I mean, this is a celebrity trial. So you're going to talk about style and you're going to talk about hair. Okay. Like that was a good look. That was people were saying Elizabeth Shue, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. What was she in? Leaving Las Vegas? Was that what the movie was called? Was that with Nick Cage? But she does give me Elizabeth Shue vibes. Who do you think is going to win? I don't know. None yet. I don't think. I have this feeling. You guys are like, I love Kat. I have this feeling that he's going to win. Sorry, I'm moving my monitor. I'm not farting. Or am I? Okay, there she is. I want to show you guys the cat. Okay. I have this feeling that he's just going to win the court of public opinion, but it's going to be hard to prove this defamation case. But who knows? It's the jury. You don't know. We don't know. I love you said, I love Kat. Or the fine Grinder, King Phil. That is what they said during the, so it wasn't, I gave Starling a lot of credit, and I'm still going to give him credit, but it was the Find My Phone app that found the phone. Grandma Joleen forgot about technology, and I was just like, he must be so amazing. Cats do love bites. Does she ship? She doesn't ship my bed. We're not, she's not that obsessed with me. She's not that obsessed with me. So I'm waiting for the day. What is this? I grabbed this screenshot. Sometimes I just grab screenshots. Oh, this is someone else she dated. Vito Schnabel. I don't know who he is, but they dated. Elon Musk. Okay. I mean, just like this guy, if he wasn't a billionaire, he would be with Gene Larson in Scotty, okay? Headed to church every Sunday. He wouldn't be with all these young ladies. Oh, this is an ex of hers. Bianca Butti, 2020 to 2021. So definitely was researching that, as you can tell here. But the real star of the show is the judge. I mean, she's just adorable. She seems kind, polite. I don't know if she's judging properly. Sure. All right. All right. Yeah, she's a little sweetie. Tilly has a little heart on her nose here, Tilly. I know. It does smell like you grumpied. She has a little dots on her nose that look like a heart. Did you grumpy? I think she just has gas. You just have a little bit of gas. It happens to the best of us, ladies. All right. Well, on that note, now that we've talked about my cat's bowels, we've talked about Johnny Depp finding bowel movements in his bed. We've talked about Amber Heard possibly dropping a grumpy in the bed. We've talked about all the poop, and we can because it's relevant to this story. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Hi, Tilly. You want to play? Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the subscribers. As my cat's like, time. Okay, we'll play. Don't worry. Oh gosh, I'm gonna rename my cat Amber Heard. Okay. Thank you for everything. And comment on this video. Ow! After it posts. Ow, that kind of hurts, girl. What is love? Tilly, don't hurt me. Thank you for everything, you guys. I'm having so much fun covering this crazy case with all of you. And I'll probably put out some shorts or some shorter videos regarding this over the weekend. But if not, we'll be back Monday for more of this crazy case. All right, Tilly? Okay. And remember, everyone, smash that like and remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. So follow me on social media. That's how you can enjoy yourself. Bye. I hit the wrong thing, but seriously, bye. This cat is distracting me. Bye.